What up, y'all? Cutthroat with Black Image Entertainment. So I'm gonna do my review slash first impressions of Red Dead Redemption 2 online. This just dropped. I'm already a level. What level am I? 12, 11, or 12. Oh, I'm already 62% done with the online um, story mission. So that's kind of cool that the online has its own story. Um, I think that's a good feature. Right now I'm 11. Here we go. So somebody just murked me because I was minding my own business, going through the menus, and somebody rolled up to me and murked me. So it's a lot of that. It's a whole lot of that going on. People just griefing. I guess because they don't have anything better else to do. Um, it's kind of ridiculous. It's a lot. It's heavily reminiscent of Grand Theft Auto Online, and all the things that you love to hate about Grand Theft Auto Online are definitely here in Red Dead Redemption. One of the things that they definitely learned from or didn't make the same mistakes, however you want to say it. Now I can't calm my horse. The game, the game definitely has some issues. The things that you love to hate in Grand Theft Auto were the fact that all the new missions, the new story or whatever, are taking place in a public lobby. So there's no more rooms with private sessions any longer. And that was one of my biggest fears about getting, Red Dead Redemption Online too, is it was like, okay, there is not going to be any more learning the online before they just dump you into a fray of madness. And that's exactly what they've done here. One of the things that people have been doing all day on the first day that the beta is released is they've been, the players have been congregating and gathering around the different story points and then just going on a murdering spree. So earlier today, I found myself just trying to do anything to make it to the online story mission contact person without getting murdered. And that's been a struggle all day. It's been a struggle all day just trying to get through the little story online to understand what was going on online. Another thing, they still have the hunting here, but I haven't found any place to actually sell the skins that we're mounting or stowing on the back of our horse. There hasn't been a place where, how can I say it? There hasn't been a place where you could sell it. I thought I could go to the general store and sell it, but that wasn't the case. And then to make things even worse, at some point or another, I killed a bear. A bear was chasing me down in the forest, and I stole this pelt on the back of my horse, and I took the horse with the pelt on the back into town, thinking that I would be able to sell it, at least at the general store, because there aren't any trappers in the game. Oh, that's what that was flashing. So there aren't any trappers in the game to really sell pelts. You can't sell pelts at the general store either. So what? As of right now, there is absolutely no purpose in hunting. Um, that's really distracting me. It's like some advertising going on behind the screen. Uh, so I've stored all these pelts, no place to sell them. And while I'm in the general store trying to sell them, apparently people could just walk up to the back of your horse and steal your pelt. So he tried to take my pelt into the store. And once he was in the store, of course, the store was safe and I couldn't do anything about it. So he stayed in the store and kept on calling him his horse. Well, I shot his horse in the back of the head and then took off. Couldn't sell the pelt anyway, so good luck selling it. Whoever you was that stole my pelt on the back of my damn horse, yeah, it was me that shot your horse. It's probably gonna cost you more to revive your horse than it is to just let my pelt alone. Okay, now somebody's doing something on the map. Interesting. Again, this game has definitely got a lot going on for it. It's always, it's just a challenge. So, of course, you can still do the galloping in cinematic mode, but online, I mean, that's just a recipe for murder. That's like you just waiting for somebody to come along and, like I was doing just a little while ago, standing minding my own business, and a guy just comes up to me. So what I'm doing now is I'm running. That's another thing. They have this bad habit so far online of having a mission on one side of the map in New Austin, and then the follow-up mission all the way into Van Horn. Why? So you spend all of this time galloping across the map. Matter of fact, I'm probably going to go get kicked for being idle. I've been threatened so many times by going through online mission stories about me about to be kicked for being idle. Well, maybe Rockstar should consider the fact that if you're going to put missions from one side of the map to the other, you should allow the idle time to be a little bit longer. People aren't just going to. I don't know what they're going to do about that. I don't know what they're going to do about that. So, can't sell the pelts. The game has crashed like 3 times throughout the day that I've been playing it on and off. But I mean, I think that's kind of to be expected, especially since it's the first day. A few times that the game has killed itself, I wound up in sessions by myself. And that was the only reason I could kind of understand anything that was going on in the game, is when I would end up in the sessions, the online sessions where I was completely solo. Because all the towns were just swarming with people and they were just killing each other over and over and over again. So that's going on. What else can I say? The online story seems to be pretty good. I won't spoil exactly how they throw you in, but it's kind of similar to GTA. Somebody welcomes you into town and it just kind of builds from there. It does still have the honor system, so you can choose whether or not you want to be an honorable person or if you want to be an outlaw. And there's even these guys on the map, they're called Old Man Jones. And apparently you can pay Old Man Jones to shift your honor from one way to the other. Which leads me to my first complaint. There are more strangers on the map than there are story-based or story-driven missions online. But there seems to be some kind of trend. Oh, shit. Looks like I'm about to get attacked by some wolves or something. There seems to be some type of large discrepancy with, wow, ran them fools. You can't tell which one's an honorable mission and which one's a dishonorable mission. So they got to fix that. It seems to be a trend that if you do the stranger missions that are by a shop and or by a mail office, those tend to be honorable. And all of the ones where it'd be one person in the cabin in the woods by themselves, I'll say 9 times out of 10, those are dishonorable. So if you're doing your honor thing, I've already maxed out my honor. I've been choosing, luckily, the right ones to keep my honor up. But the honor system is still just a little too sensitive. Just like in the game, you could accidentally run over somebody and then they start shooting at you, but if you shoot back, you're dishonorable. I did do a mission where they told me to retrieve a stagecoach and not kill anybody. And these dudes were about to kill me. They were shooting and shooting and shooting while I was trying to run away. And I was like, well, maybe I could kill these people since they just keep on bucking at me. I killed one of them and then I lost. I dropped to damn near halfway on my honor system again. So that was kind of annoying. And then they have this thing to where not only do you get money like dollar bills and some change, but now they have this thing where they're giving you nuggets. Nuggets of little pieces of gold. You're supposed to take all the nuggets and combine so many of them together to make 1 bar of gold. And it looks like for every mission you run, you might get 3 nuggets. Now, I don't know if it takes 100 nuggets to make 1 gold bar or if it takes 1,000. I don't know. I think I only have like 40 something now. So it's not a good sign. And then I was going through the catalog in the stores. Some of the things you had to have cash for, and you had to have enough nuggets in order to be able to buy what you want to buy. So in typical Rockstar fashion, everything is way overpriced. Like the Rolling Block rifle is $368, but they're only paying you like $2 per mission. Looting online is completely pointless. It seems like everybody that you loot, all the NPCs that you loot, they only have roughly 6 to 8 cents on them. So, again, you can't sell pelts, looting is pointless, and they only giving you $2 and 1, maybe 2 gold nugget pieces per mission. Now, the Rolling Block rifle, I don't know if it's one. I guess I could look. It might be one. Is it horse? Horse has been running for a while. Let's see. You cannot use the handheld catalog while you're mounting. Okay. Something to be unmounted. Just look at the catalog. So the rifles. Oops, went to the wrong section. They got, excuse me. The Rolling Block rifle is $685. Wow, the bolt action rifle is $360. Hell, I don't even think I can afford the bow and arrow. That's another thing. A lot of the stuff in the game, wow, the bow and arrow is $124. A lot of the stuff in the game is locked behind a rank wall. So you may have the money to buy this, that, and the third, but if you're not a certain rank, if you're not like rank 50 or something like that, you can't even buy some of the stuff. Same thing for the horse. They locked a lot of the horse stuff behind the rank wall. So it is day one. Um, it's not quite what I expected, but it's not bad either. Um, I'm gonna cut this video off too and make it a little short. Uh, there doesn't really seem to be jobs like I expected, and of course this is day one. The hunting, which is what I really want to spend all my time doing online, right now that's pointless. You can't buy any items of day one for your camp, so you can't upgrade your camp or anything like that. It took me more than half of the day to figure out how to get my Ultimate Edition steed, and apparently the Ultimate Edition also came with clothing. It, but it wasn't until I got into one of those solo sessions where I could go find the clothing before I even got a chance to get my own clothing on. So right now, the only thing I'm focused on is the story, and I'm 62% done with that, and I've only been playing for a couple of hours. So I guess after I'm done with the story, there won't be anything else left to do. Well, they do have races, horse races, and they have like shooting missions where you like protect your base or protect your camp or something like that. But I'm not really into that kind of stuff. The races or to protect my camp. That horse running fast all of a sudden. The hell? The horse just bust out full speed. I can't even get the horse to run that fast when I'm trying to run with the horse. Day one beta impressions. It's good. There's definitely a lot of potential there. This is definitely just the groundworks of what they could do with the system. Graphics wise, the graphics haven't changed. Presentation wise, from the story to the online, it looks exactly the same. No downgrades like Hollywood likes to complain about on GTA Online. No lower rendering with the online version. But I think in reality, if we go back and look at the PS3 version of, oh, okay, so the horse is confused. If we go back and look at the PS3 version of Grand Theft Auto 5, I think that the online was on par for what the console campaign mode was bringing out for the solo mode at the time. So it may not be, in other words, it may not be so surprising that the presentation is still there for the online version of this one. I give it for a day one beta. I think it's really good for a day one beta. They have been working on it a while. They got all the creators from Grand Theft Auto 5 working on this now. So I expect that they already said that we're going to be playing this for the next 10 years. And I mean, the groundwork is definitely there to say that it's quite possible. I don't know if I feel like running around on a horse with no music for another 7 years, but that seems a little bit like a stretch. Otherwise, man, I give it a good 8 out of 10. It's not terrible. It's not great. The online story seems to be pretty interesting. The griefers, they're just griefers for no reason. Uh, and I'm already, like I said, I'm already like a level 11. So I'm gonna finish playing it up for tonight. Watch a little bit more anime. If you have any questions or comments, you like this video, you want me to say more about Red Dead Online Redemption 2, Red Dead Redemption Online, Red Dead Redemption 2 Online. There we go. Leave me a comment below. Hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching Black Image Entertainment. I'm out.